Hi there, Virgo. How are you doing today? Welcome to your messages of the moment from Spirit reading. This is a timeless message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You'll know if it's your energy that we're reading for in this particular reading within the first few cards. It will be your situation, your energy that we read for first. If this doesn't resonate for where you are right now, you can check out the other Virgo timeless readings. I'll put that link in the description box below, but you can also check out your other Sun, Moon, Rising signs as well. So let's see what Spirit want to talk to you about today, Virgo. What's happening that they want to talk to you about today? We've got Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, and Four of Pentacles. Okay, what's been happening for you, Virgo, is a lot of mental energy, and it's been very hard to break some thought patterns. It's like holding on too tight to certain ways of thinking, but you're coming through that now, and it's like the thoughts are dissolving or they don't have as much power. I feel for some of you, Virgo, it's because you're so exhausted with these thoughts, this mental pattern on loop, and you're coming to the end of this now. It's like you've had enough, you're fed up of your own thoughts almost, and it has caused like mental anguish and anxiety and like some turmoil in the mental space, and you're trying new ways of thinking. You're trying, okay, this isn't working for me now because I've just been worrying in my head. What else can I try? How can I find out more information or knowledge to be able to help these thoughts one way or the other, to be able to confirm or deny the thoughts almost. So there might have been some searching for answers somewhere. And we've got the Fool. Yeah, it's like you want to start a fresh slate, a clean slate. This Fool card as well is not just new beginnings without any knowledge. It's like having the knowledge and just starting again and having the freedom and enjoying the journey. This is not taking yourself too seriously. This is not taking the journey too seriously. New beginnings, new starts, new beginnings, new ideas, because there's quite a lot of mental energy been happening for you. Yeah, it's been, we've got the Five of Pentacles. This feels like it's been put you in a sad place. These thoughts have been destructive in a way that's almost stopped you in your tracks, Virgo. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you are, whatever you've been doing to this whole new way of thinking about your thoughts or addressing your thoughts or connecting with your thoughts, it's working. So for some of you, this could be meditation that you're trying to just shift away from the routine almost of the thought patterns. And it's for some of you, it's like you realize there was a key there all along to open something else up and come out of your headspace. For some of you, Virgo, it's coming out of your headspace into your body or into your spiritual space a bit more, into your energetic space a bit more. And that could be through a hobby. It could be through a book, reading something, learning something. Okay, we've got, yeah, you've found a way. You've definitely found a way out of this. If you haven't found a way out of this mental space yet, and you feel this mental anguish still quite strongly, it's like you will all of a sudden the blindfold will come off and you'll go, okay, yes, and that will be this fresh start energy. It's like it will just wash over you. And it could happen quite quickly. We've got the Eight of Wands here, Nine of Swords. Yeah, we've got the 9 and 10 of Swords. You've been in this energy for a while. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. And we've got the 2 of Wands. Yeah. You have been in a very mentally busy place, and you haven't been able to, you've been going around in your mind, but you haven't been able to kind of open the door and let them go, or open the window and let the thoughts and the associated emotions go just yet. But you're nearly, if you're not in that energy right now, Virgo, you're nearly there. Yeah, there's a lot of sword energy. But there is a real determination in you, Virgo, to push past this. Yeah. For some of you, this is something that's happened in a relationship. We've got the 2 of Cups. We've got the 5 of Wands. Yeah, conflict. For some of you, this is having conflict or arguments with somebody close to you, and it's kind of on replay in your mind. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. This is just yo-yoing. This is everything that's yo-yoing. And we've got the 5 of Swords as well. Yeah. There could have been some harsh words spoken. There could have been some harsh words spoken here. And it's like whirling around and around and around in your mind. Like replaying the conversation. Like again and again. But there is an energy of like, oh, just enough now. And with that energy comes a wave where you can jump on a new start. And you can start trying new things. We've got the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles here. This is trying, trying, testing things for your mind, for what's happening in your mind space, to bring you back into your body. So it could be meditation, it could be swimming, it could be any of these things that you feel are good to take you out of your headspace. Let's have a look, because there's a block here somewhere. Let's have a look at where blocks might be occurring for you. Yeah, we've got chakra balance. The only illusion is separation. So this is all about unity. Your mind space, this is twofold, probably happening at the same time. Your mind space is not separate to yourself. And I feel like just knowing that, for some of you, Virgo, will help you understand that you have the power. We've got another chakra balance card. You have the power to reconnect with your thoughts, and then by reconnecting and holding space for your mind energy, it's almost like it will dissolve by itself just by being acknowledged. We've got harmony makes the song of life sweeter. And if any of those stones resonate with you, and this is all chakra balance, all around harmony. So this is balancing body, mind, soul, energy, spirit, all of the elements. That's your aha moment. I want to say that's your aha moment, Virgo. Like, oops. Just realizing that everything is connected, and actually there's a space here where you don't have to always make a decision. There's a space here for everything to be together, but it doesn't have to drive you forward. I feel as well, and we'll look at this a little bit deeper, but I feel as well with, if this has been conflict, and it certainly looks like conflict with another, it's also just working out how you want to express that with your words, with how you communicate. It could even be written. New ways of doing that as well, to express what it is that you are feeling and experiencing, to share, to be in a position to be seen, heard, and understood by another. For some of you as well, it could be like removing words from your vocabulary because they're not conducive to you being in your best frame of mind, in your best with your sharpest mental awareness. We've got star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Water guardian, connect with your emotions. Yeah, there's been a detachment of emotions here with all of this mental energy. And we've got summer, bask in joy and light. There's a lightness that's going to come in for you, Virgo. If it's not here already, there's a lightness that's going to come in to help you move. But I feel it's to do with connecting everything together, understanding the thought patterns that are triggering the emotions that are triggering something in the physical. It's being able to put all of them together in one piece and realize that they're all one, they're all connected in some way. Let's have a look at the energy around this for you. What's the energy around this for you? And if you haven't found something yet that helps with this mental piece, it doesn't feel permanent, this energy. It feels temporary but stuck. So it could be finding something. So if you feel very in it and in this process right now, it could be finding something, just one thing. It doesn't have, it's probably better that it's not lots of different things because there's a lot going on in the mental space that's actually being pushed out into all of your other areas of life as well, all of your other senses too. So it could be finding just one thing, a piece of music even, that can help just reconnect with body and spiritual rather than just in the mind. When it's, I feel like it's when it's completely solely in the mind, it's when it's at its most it's heightened. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. And we've got a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. There is a real worry here and a replay about something happening that is going to be very destabilizing. But Spirit is saying here it's not, I mean, you'll sense more when you come out of your headspace. You'll be able to sense more and have more confidence in those decisions. Whenever we make just mental based decisions, there's always doubt because doubt is part of that mental process. But when we make intuitive decisions, there's no doubt there because there's no doubt in intuition. There's no doubt in knowing, in truth, in that guidance. It's like absolute. We've got take time to breathe out. Yeah, there's some nurturing that needs to go on here for you, Virgo. This feels, for a lot of you, it feels like sleep. It feels like your healing will happen most in when you're sleeping, and there's healing that needs to happen in the mental space. Adjustments are required. This adjustment is from head into body. So there is a calling here for you to trust your own knowing, and that's easy to say when you're not completely in your headspace and you don't feel taken over by that kind of thought process. But it's like finding the thing that quietens down the thoughts, because when the thoughts have all of this attention and they're kind of like stealing the limelight, if you like, it's stopping from other things from coming in. So it's kind of forcing the quietness of the thoughts, even if they don't go, it's forcing them to be quieter. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Yeah, so it's time to take action around the mental space that's happening here. Take action to say you're not going to be the dominant here. You're not going to be the dominant thoughts, mind space anymore. Let's have a look at, because there's this underlying strength here, Virgo, that's like, no, come on, I've got like I want to do something about this, like wanting to do something to clear this up completely and to come out of this, but maybe you haven't landed on the thing that works just yet. Let's have a look here. I think this is, yeah, new beginnings. And we've got the Fool, new beginnings. This is also seeing things from a much higher perspective, a higher angle. For some of you, Virgo, this is looking at all of the steps. So what's happened? All of the steps that have led you to this moment. What's happened here? What wouldn't have happened? This thing that's worrying you, what wouldn't have happened if that hadn't taken place? Because there'll be things in there that you know were just true. It's like if all of a sudden you had problems on a journey, you were supposed to get on a train, be picked up, get on a plane, for example, and one of those steps went wrong, but you met somebody really amazing while you were waiting on the side of the road for somebody to come and fix the car. It's kind of like those things. Think about the things that wouldn't have come in had this path not played out as it has so far. For some of you, it's changing the narrative of the story that's happening in your mental space. We had a flip here. Yeah, the Earth Keeper. So this is really, for you, Virgo, this energy is being really connected to the earth, like paying conscious attention to the earth. Some of you are ungrounded at the moment. That's why this energy feels so strong. And we've got joy, rainbow. This is pure joy. This is also completion of a cycle and integration of everything that you've learned. It's almost like this mental lesson is like the last lesson in this phase. Okay, but there's pure joy with this rainbow. And we've got the seer. Your inner knowing is yearning to come out. And your inner knowing is what is really going to bring out this strength, especially with this star ancestor card. The seer sees the emotions. The seer sees the mental space, sees the physical, sees everything from one place. And that place is your energy, it's your being, it's your consciousness, it's your spirit. And the mind is one part of that. And it sometimes can feel like the only part of that when things are busy, when life is busy, when things happen. But the seer doesn't get swayed. The seer is like the eye of the storm, doesn't get swayed by any of it, but can see everything, can see what's coming, can see what's been, and is deeply rooted in connection. And there's this balance, this complete chakra balance in the seer as well. What else here? For Virgo, please, Spirit. What else for Virgo here? The Sun. After this phase, Virgo, there is so much joy for you. So much joy. Some of you do need to get out into nature in the sunshine as well. That it's like it will revitalize you. What else for Virgo? We've got thunder. Do you know what I'm feeling with this, Virgo? It's like the thoughts are getting so loud that you can understand the meaning of them. You can understand what the mind space is, how it can affect you and how it affects situations and the knock-on effect. But it's like happening so loudly to you because there's a learning that's coming with it. There's a learning coming with this mental space. Okay, let's have a look at mind space, because this seems currently very active. It's like there's almost hitting a wall in where to go through with this. What is my body telling me right now? Yeah, thoughts are connected to the mental space is connected to your body, and when you have particular thoughts, you have a physical reaction. Part of this learning for you, Virgo, is understanding what that physical reaction is, because that helps you with your intuition. There's a pure connection that's happening here, like a bridge between all the different things, all the different senses. What else might be happening in the mind space for Virgo right now with this energy? The prominent core reasons for these thoughts. What's happening here? What boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? This is to do with another. So for some of you, this is going to be the relationships you have in a workspace. For some of you, this is going to be romantic connection. Some, it's going to be family, friends, people in your community. It feels like close relationships, though, that are tied with your survival in some way, like your feeling of belonging. So it's influential relationships. It's something that is impacting you like day to day, weekly perhaps, but quite regularly. Okay, we have, where can I ask for more help in my life? Yeah, there is connection with others that will come in once everything is connected. It's almost like you don't feel safe to ask for help, or you don't want to be a burden in some way. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? Yeah. With this connect with your emotions, it's understanding the thoughts that are triggering emotions. There's so much self-awareness that's going to come from this process once everything's been integrated. What it's almost like the thoughts can't be rejected. They need to be seen, heard, felt, understood, and then just by being understood, it can then connect to like an emotional part of why those thoughts are coming up. And then it's like they can just rest after that. Let's have a look here. Because there's a deep wisdom and a deep inner learning here that's happening. Let's see what's going on a life path learning journey for you. Determination, perseverance leads to fortune. Yeah, you're persevering here. I mean, to get from this swords energy into the Fool energy, you're determined to not let it overtake. And that is real courageous energy. And keep in that, stay in that energy. But I almost feel that energy is not by trying harder. That determination is like your inner knowing of just being so strong with yourself in your own spirituality, in your own energy, in your own heart space. It's like you don't get through this by fighting harder. You get through this by surrendering and being in joy and light. It's almost like saying to your thoughts, like, keep going, it's fine, I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to respond, but you can keep going if you want to. It's like having that, just changing the pattern of the thoughts, interrupting the pattern. For some of you, that's what certain meditations might do. Open mind. Yeah, this is about relaxing and opening your mind, not fighting with your mind. We've got open mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. Exactly. We're replacing, we're interrupting the pattern and replacing the cycle of what's occurring here. I feel very just when I'm talking, like tongue-tied. And it's like if you had to write everything down, it's going so fast in your mind that you couldn't even possibly speak it out loud. It's going so fast because it's just repeating the same cycle and the same loop. It's your mind's just used to it, so it can run it faster. Move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are. Yeah, this is speaking your truth from a heart space, not a head space, in connections as well. Ending a trauma, transform memories and symptoms. Okay. Virgo, what I feel here is a lot of this mental acrobatics that's happening right now has come from a place of someone being unkind, and it's stuck in you like somebody's words. It's almost like you can hear their voice when you're thinking the words in your head, and it just keeps coming round and around and around. And the only way out of this cycle is to go right into the middle of it and break it. And you do that by super conscious awareness that they're there. It's like the acceptance that they're there and taking action to be like, no. So these like this Five of Swords, these wands that are being used to fight and, conflict and just show, I want to like show irritation and show frustration, because this is really just frustration card. This is like not wanting to hurt, but just really being in the element of frustration. And it's kind of like turning that inward in your mind, in the thoughts, like that wand, not the sword. The sword is sharp. It's not that. It's saying like, no, no more. It's like if you had a whole run of dominoes and you flicked one over, but then you took out a few, that they would all go until you got to the gap, and then the dominoes would stop. These ones around the rest of the circle would still be there. Okay, what else does Spirit want you to know about the energy to embrace right now, to break this cycle, to come out of this repetitive mental flow that's been happening? Because it is like a cassette player. I don't even know why this Spirit is showing me a old VCR player and a cassette player. It's like, do you know when you see everything on loop? Like the actual tape, like the film tape on loop. Okay, let's have a look. What else does Spirit want you to know about the transformation of this energy and the mind space and the mental space? Okay. We've got Ancient Oak Spirit Strength. You are absolutely strong enough, Virgo. You are absolutely strong enough to be dealing with anything. You've got this. Spirit is saying you've got this. And the strength isn't about fighting harder, it's about surrendering to. We've got foggy bog patience, and it's not about the time that it takes for it to get away, to change, to shift. There's a feeling that you could be quite hard on yourself, Virgo, with this as well, which is making, it's just fueling the mental energy. What else here, Spirit, for Virgo? Oops. I'm not, there's a whole load of these. I feel like that was me. Let me just see if there's one more. Because I still feel connected to these cards, not the other cards. So I'm gonna, yeah. Oh, we've got rainbow waterfall miracles. That's what Spirit wanted to tell you. And we've got rainbow here. It's miracle. It's like, don't lose sight of the fact that there are miracles and there's a breakthrough, and that there could be a breakthrough. There is a breakthrough that can happen. It's just you saying, yes, I'll take it. So I will have, like, truly, truly saying to yourself, I will take that breakthrough. Yes, please. Asking for help from Spirit. Also, just asking other people that you trust around you and saying, what do you think of this? And getting somebody else's opinion. Because in a way, that can break the cycle as well. Because it kind of just disperses what you're thinking just in your own head. When you keep it to yourself, it's like it's got sole rights over your brain space. And when somebody else tells you their thoughts, it's like, oh, okay, fine, this isn't the only thought that exists in the world. And it kind of helps that energy disperse. Let's see what else here, Virgo. Let's want to look at future path for you here, or like opportunities that might present themselves by the book. For you, Virgo, this feels like going back to basics and doing something that you know works. So don't feel like you have to try something fancy or new or have any kind of novelty with it. There's a lot of this energy that is like pure traditions and roots. Oh, you can't see it there. Sorry, give me a second. I will run out of space for you, Virgo. I need a bigger table. Give me 1 second. Doesn't want to come up. Here we go. I'll put that there for you. And I want to have a quick look as well at lessons here, because everything's quite mental space, and it might help to understand a bit clearer what is kind of going on. Like, what lessons, like mental space wise, or especially if this is being triggered in this kind of romantic connection or this personal relationship connection, what's the energy of the lessons in this space? Yeah, transformation. This is transforming how you communicate with someone, how you talk to yourself and how you talk to other people, how you think of yourself and how you think of other people. There's a lot happening here that's a death and rebirth cycle. Yeah, regret is something that makes this play on loop. I wish I hadn't said that. I know that I cannot change the past. I wish I could. I should have done this. I should have. Could have. All of these thoughts is like what's keeping you up at night. One more for Virgo here, please. I feel like there's something else in here for you as well. And then we'll get some advice for you that Spirit want to leave you with as you move through this energy. It will happen really quickly. Once you get this balance, once the thoughts are quieter because something else has come in, it's like they won't go quiet unless, it's like if you're in the silent room and you're humming, you're the loudest in the room. If somebody else comes with a boombox and plays something really loudly, you're just washed away, but your volume is exactly the same, but nobody else can hear it because something louder came in. It's that kind of thing. So we've got love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. Yeah. It's being really gentle with yourself here. Really gentle with yourself in your mind space more than any other place. Being really gentle in your mind space. Okay. Let's get some advice for you here from Spirit. What does Spirit want to leave you with to do with this energy? Let's have a look. I feel for some of you, Virgo, it could be like being in your emotions feels like the scariest place to be, or like fully being in there. It's like you might have dipped your toe, but you haven't like dove in. And it's actually less in your emotional body. It's less, I want to say torment than being in your mind, but you have to be in fully in this emotional space, the emotional energy space, before you realize that it's different to the mind space and it's not a threatening place to be. You can process through emotions. It's like you've got the mind space, then you can process through emotions, and then you can get further to your intuition, to the voice of your soul. We've got cougar, assertive. In silence, you find power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Yep. In silence, you find power. This is the mental silence. Just being very conscious, very aware. Yeah. The tighter you hold on to the thoughts, the more hold they will have. Almost. That's the energy of it, of the mind space at the moment. Well, actually always with the mind space. So what else does Spirit want to leave you with here? As soon as that voice quietens down for you, it will this realization will happen. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colourful you. You bless the world with colour and good luck. That feels very perfect, Virgo. Yeah, that feels very perfect. It is like the worry that's happening is a really uncomfortable place to be. And your solution here, the antidote, is to pay more attention, put all of your awareness on your emotions. Just even as a test, even just to try it out. Put your awareness in your emotions and then see how your body feels. And you don't even have to do that for very long. You could even try that for 10 minutes and see the tension in your body at the start of that exercise and at the end. So notice if your jaw's light. Yeah, this is good. We've got communication. It's our swords energy. You're learning how to speak your truth here and communicate with yourself and with others from a place that's a lot more gentle, because you're being more gentle with yourself. And this is a lot to do with your own mind space, your own thought processes here. It's like this can reset a new start for you, Virgo. If you learn how to communicate. Wow, we've got intuition. Okay. If you learn how to communicate, not even learn, it's like unlearning all of the stuff that you thought you needed to say and do and be, and pay more attention to your intuition. It's not about learning. It's Spirit saying it's about unlearning here. It's communicating with your own soul, with your own spirit. We've got this star ancestor card here. Communication with how you speak to others. This is also all of this mental energy, because the mental energy needs to shift away for this intuition to really come into play. But this intuition feels very strong. It's like in the background, it's like I'm here, I'm just waiting for everything else to be quieter so that I can be heard. Okay. All right there, Virgo. I hope that this reading gave you some guidance today, and the messages from Spirit gave you some guidance on your journey where you are right now. Thank you for watching your reading with me today, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.